30 seconds, please. 30 seconds, please. Okay, there we go. It's begun. It's probably the best flavor. Is Pacific Punch. Previous episode, we covered some more of this. Pretty much finished everything we didn't finish before for my hard plastic setup. I'm just wondering if it actually unclogged itself or if it's still clogged. If it's still clogged, that's a problem. What's up? What's up? I wonder if it's still clogged. I like really wonder. I can't remember how it clogged. It was high performance solvents clogged right now. Yes. So if high performance solvents clogged, it's because we're not able to get rid of high performance solvent because we have too much BTX. Just a moment, please. What do you have for today? I don't know yet. We really are just kind of trying to figure out what is the problem with this BTX and how I can deal with that. I think we should just... because we produce too much of it. We produce too much BTX. So we produce too much BTX, clogging everything else. Because it all relies on taking stuff to make into BTX. Unless we can find a way to do something with reformant gas that isn't taking it and turning that into... well, we only take reformant. Well, we turn that into reformant gas. And then we turn the reformant gas into HP solvent, and then it goes back through the process of becoming reformant or BTX. This is very confusing. I can't wrap my head around how exactly we've managed to do this. This doesn't make sense because everything is just linked together. I don't know why that makes no sense. It doesn't make sense that we've linked every single machine together somehow. Okay, we're gonna go over and we're gonna sleep. We're gonna sleep. It's gonna be the plan. The other thing we need is hydrogen. Hydrogen is important. We need hydrogen in copious quantities. If I'm being honest, we probably produce enough hydrogen over there to sustain itself. I don't know. I'm gonna produce more hydrogen here. Upgrade to FAU armor if you can. I will look into that in a bit. Like, I just want to see about solving my BTX problems. I could use it as fuel, but then we're not getting hard plastic out of it. It could just be that it's backed up because it's not having enough of other products being produced. This is the one endpoint for BTX, which means that it's the only place we turn BTX. It needs phosgene. So if we can increase phosgene production, that's what the problem is. Okay, cool. So we now know the problem. We just gotta find the solution to that problem. And I'm just gonna go... I think I have a solution to the problem. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I think that solution is pretty simple. If I go and use some chlorine gas... Actually, we just need another chlorine pinwheel. If we had 2 chlorine pinwheels, that'd be better than 1. Right now, this only does it every so often. So we need like 3 or 4 chlorine pinwheels. Okay. Just because I need 4 in total for all the stuff in my base. Well, we know what we're doing today. We're gonna go find some chlorine pinwheels. That's not ideal. I mean, I could find other sources of chlorine. Could just get it from the ground. Hey, I need to mark this because this is also oil. Odds are we won't be seeing another cracking tower setup for a little bit. But that doesn't mean we can just leave this shit here and don't mark it. It's more than likely that we're going to see one sooner rather than later. This is also oil. What the fuck? So we have two of them here? Also oil. What the fuck? We have two spots of oil in one place almost. Ah, that's pretty nice. I mean, there's a chance that it's not even anything. I wonder where... I don't even want to try to get a second. Like, if it's only struggling because it doesn't have enough chlorine... Is it really worth it to go find a second chlorine pinwheel? I can do that some other time, okay? We can go hunting for chlorine pinwheels some other time. We should find something more interesting for today, I think. But that's the thing, is that there's not really much I'm gonna be doing other than... Well, we have the Soyuz rocket. We should be working on that. Let's go ahead and get back to that. That should be our primary objective right now. Should be getting that thing. Instead of dilly-dallying and trying to go find shit that we don't need necessarily. We just need to get more chlorine. Okay, I am quite curious right now though. Is every single one of these just another oil deposit? Or is this some kind of weird mutation of the plants? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate every single one of those because that could be a potential future fracking location. Just hidden because of all of the dead dirt disguising it as nothing when it could be totally something. It's just I can't tell because it's mixed in with everything else. We also could beautify the setup over there, but nobody likes to see that shit, so I'm not gonna do that. It's not entertaining. Nobody likes to see me finish builds. They just want me to move on to the next cool shit. Speaking of finishing builds, this shit's not even finished. I forgot about this shit yesterday. Shit was left unattended. Oh, that... You know what that means today? It means today's battery day. Because in fact, batteries are something I can make. Because I now have polonium-210. That's right, guys. I am now an owner, a proud owner of polonium-210. Holy shit. Yes, look at that shit. Polonium-210. My goodness, guys. What have I done? See what else we have. Holy shit. So we need to be producing shit. We need to be making shit in these. Why have we not been running Xernox in a while? I don't know. We should just not bother questioning that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. We got coal dust, lead dust, beryllium. So we got 50 total polonium. That's enough to get us some batteries. So we look at the batteries. They cost uranium-238 for the first stage. Stage 1 batteries. So we just need billets of this shit. But that's the first stage of batteries. And I probably actually have a few of these just lying around, which we need to go investigate, because I need 2 batteries for my wonderful machinery. If not 3, or 4 per each one. Well, 2 per each one. I'm just confusing everybody now. So I need 2, but it'd be nice if I had 2 per each one. Okay, now everybody understands. But where did I put the rest of those batteries at? Because I remember there being batteries here. I remember there was batteries. Just not sure what happened with them. They were in an iron crate, probably. Oh, yes, the beautiful organization that everybody finds it necessary to say the infamous words of. Why don't you have blank installed? And my answer to you is simple, because I don't want to play with blank installed. So I would rather just continue doing what I'm doing because it works for me. If it works for me, then I won't tell you to do it because it probably is stupidly insane and won't work for you. I wonder if the reactor is dead yet. The reactor needs to be refueled. Ah, it's still good. It's getting there. It's getting there, I can tell. I swear, we have this shit somewhere. Because there's no way we don't have batteries. It's like, I had these at one point in time. I swear. Okay. So apparently we don't have uranium batteries lying around. I thought we did, but guess not. No, we had to. Like, literally, we had some. We quite literally had 2 of them. So where are they at? Who has them? What is this shit? Maybe they're downstairs. You know, I haven't been in this place in like so long. What is in here? I see batteries, but they're not the ones I'm looking for. Wonder if there's batteries somewhere else. They've been relocated somewhere. I just don't know where they could be then. This is quite the conundrum. Maybe they're... Oh, they could be in one of these boxes, I suppose. But that doesn't make sense. Holy shit. Yeah, no, they're just lost. We're gonna put them on the list of accidental losses due to unaccountability. So, oh wait. I don't see any batteries in here, but that would have been nice if I found one. Okay, so we need to make new batteries. The new batteries need lead plates and gold nuggets. What the fuck happened to my lead supply? I could have swore we had copious quantities of lead. Okay, that should be... That's not enough. We need tons of this shit. And then I remember we can get gold 198. We could get a Silex. Silex, guys. That's the key here, the Silex. You're probably wondering, why? Why would I get a Silex? And not just go straight to the RBMK where you make this shit. Literally, in the RBMK, you just take one of these ingots and you put it through the ringer inside of an irradiation channel to get you gold 198. However, there's a method which we haven't exploited yet of getting this shit that's going to take us places very far. Far, far, far. It doesn't involve any RBMKs and only involves nuclear bombs and a lot of hope and faith. So I will show you guys that method. We can exploit that as soon as possible. But right now, let's just get back to the stuff that really matters. So we need this element. Apparently you can make this with... That's just fucking stupid. What the fuck is the point of that? Gold? No, it's fucking dumb. We will not be making that recipe that way because that is dumb. Because I said so. If it's dumb, it's dumb. Let's not do dumb. Dumb is dumb, stupid is dumb. Don't do stupid or dumb. So I need to make these. I'm just gonna make a few of those, and I believe it was on a steel plate. Fuck. Put my steel in here like an idiot. Where's it at? Hand me the steel. Okay. Cool. I mean, so if our BTX problem over at the other place, which I'm also thinking of right now, it will fix itself. It just works, okay? It's a feature, not a bug, okay? It's an intended feature, guys. Todd wants you to know it's an intended feature. Give me 16 of those, because I'm pretty sure it's 2 of these per every one of those. And then quartz powder. And then make it on the actual machinery. Yeah? Okay. And I believe it's made here. Unless it's made elsewhere. Can I make this in the anvil? No, not anymore. You used to be able to make those in the anvil, but it would appear you can't make those in the anvil anymore. Such is the way of HBM and his mods. Okay. So that will get us places, and then all of this shit can go in a box. We have an important task today. A task so important, we must make all of these. So we can make those batteries. You know what I mean? We're going to start off with just 2, since that's what I have to start off with. I didn't really intend on making too many of these, but we're going to try to get a bunch of them to the 238. Plutonium 238 or 210. Plutonium 210 is the next tier, and then we can get to gold. Lead is something we can put off for a while, because lead, you actually need to have an RBMK setup that produces the components for lead. And that is, I don't like RBMKs, they're quite sketch. It's, see, everybody will probably be like, well, why don't you like RBMKs? They're really stable, they're really stable. I just don't like them. I don't want to touch some stupid, slimy RBMK. It's gonna explode or some shit. I don't want to bother with that shit. It's not worth my time. It's the way I see it. See, if it could explode, and it would explode, maybe it's not worth my time. I love how messy these boxes are getting. We're gonna have to go back through and do another sorting episode. Remember the last time that happened? That was months ago. Holy shit. Alright, so the first tier is Technetium 99. And that is something I actually need to produce more of. So we're going to go ahead and see what is causing us to not have Technetium 99. Is it a cycling problem in the setup? Okay, so we're going to grab these. We're going to grab these. And we're going to go down over to one of these and see if there is copious quantities of abundance of substance in one of these. I really need... What I really need is, like, actual fuel for my, nuclear bullshit. Apparently, I don't have anything here, so that's kind of sad. It's a little bit sad, but I'll be honest with you all, I can get shit for this. Alright, we're just gonna take these and put them in there. Wait, what? Okay, that's cool. Gonna make some uranium, I guess? Yeah, we'll just grab some uranium ingots and then, that should be sufficient. All it needs is uranium to run. So if we have uranium in any of these boxes, that's gonna be good. Hell yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. We can do 2 stacks of this, and that should keep it running for, like, I don't know, probably the rest of the stream at least. While this is running, we're also gonna get some thorium. Thorium would be nice. I think thorium would be nice. Restocking the reactor. Carbon dioxide is good. Water is good. Cool. To be honest, I like the way it looks through the window. Oh shit. Just a random soy jack just right over there. Okay, well, with all these fucking seeds, hop in my inventory one more time. Something's gonna get blown up today. It's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. It's too simple. It's simple math. A plus B equals something falls in my inventory 10 more times and I'm gonna get pissed off. So we're out of technetium, actually, by the way, just to let you all know that in advance. We're actually out of technetium. However, if I'm correct in assuming that we have something interesting over there in that box. We should definitely investigate that. Quite curious as to whether what we have in that box is interesting over there. Because, see, I found some weird looking fuel in this. I wasn't paying attention, but it is 240. 240, what do you do with that? What do you do with 240? Oh, you make it to reactor-grade plutonium. So it's effectively just nuclear waste at this stage, other than if I had plutonium-239, I could mix it together, but I'm not doing that because that's shitty. Don't do that. It's wasteful. Okay, well, how much, is there any plates left in here? There should be plates. Yeah, there's one left. Cool. I mean, we're doing an okay job. We just gotta get that technetium. That's what's gonna be a problem, though. Because I'm pretty sure I used it all in making technetium steel. I was like, fuck it, we're never gonna make anything with this shit. Yeah, it's definitely all gone into the technetium steel, which means we're going to be playing the waiting game. If you're familiar with Greg Tech New Horizons, then you're probably familiar with the waiting game. Literally, the entire game becomes a waiting game where you just wait. In the meantime, we should focus on getting this place up to full operational capacity. So, like, whatever that requires and entails, it needs to happen. So let's look around and see what exactly is the problem here. I believe this reactor grade plutonium makes MOX fuel. However, it's not doing that because it doesn't have 238 right now, even though there is a large abundance of 238. And I could just connect that into here so we can catch up. I don't need 238 this time. We just need to get those MOX rods out. Right, and that's, we do have Xernox rods here. Correct? We do have rods for that. What's going on here? Is it just not making any? Oh, it is. It's making plenty. But where are they going? Because it produced... Okay. Oh, wait. It's, yeah, it is sending them out. Perfect. Good. We've got them coming in now. So that's good news. We need thorium fuel as well. Do we have any thorium running in the reactor? Do we have any space for thorium to run? Oh, yeah, we do. We're going to be good. Just get some thorium in there. That would be a smart idea. Get that temperature up so it burns that shit faster. Thorium. I don't think I've ever ran thorium through the process of becoming actual materials. There's another thing we need to upgrade too, and that is going to be some, just a few little tweaks for the oil setup. I'm gonna go reference the other oil setup. Actually, we do have thorium lying around in one of these boxes. Yes. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and see if I have any thorium ore. I believe I dug up tons of this shit at some point. 9. We might just have a little bit here or there, but in total we should have a ton of this. Then we can get to work on the Soyuz after we finish all of that other stuff. Because I guarantee we're going to be pretty much done with all of the battery stuff that we can do today. And then I'm going to be like, oh, what can we do next? What can we do next? Just literally do the battery stuff. It's the next task. Or the Silex. I mean, that's also, or no. Really do the other stuff, that would be the next task. And then we also have soyas, silex. Those are all important. Okay, here we go. That's a lot of thorium. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. We're gonna make it. Gonna put it into here. Wherever it goes. I don't actually know where this one goes. I don't remember. It's been so long since we set this bullshit up. It's just kind of, I guess it kind of just exists. I figure it's probably one of these. Ah, look at that one. Look at that one. Perfect. And that's going... Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. The fish... Alright, that should be... How many rods is this? 4? Do we not have more rods for it? This is stupid if I don't have more rods. God dang it. How is it rods is the problem this time? Well, one of these other crafters should have a rod in it. Or rods that aren't being used. 4 is exactly what I needed, so... Put those in there. So that will make everything we need. Hopefully this will hurry up and work. So that way I don't have to wait for it. Because waiting is stupid, and why would we do that? It's called inefficiency if you're just waiting. Should always have something going on. Or should just be done with everything instead of waiting. Let's see what else we've got. So on my list of shit to do, I said... Obviously, we're doing the battery game, so we're gonna do battery game. It's a fun game. We're just gonna leave all this shit in this box here so I can remember where it's at. This will become my new battery box. In the meantime, we need to make some enhancements for the oil setup. So that way it doesn't consume 5 billion gallons of energy every second. Because that's what oil setups do, by the way. They consume all of your... I just realized, every time we build any type of power cables, they go out in a diagonal direction. I mean... Oh yeah, they just... Every single one goes out in a diagonal direction from the base. Like this one, diagonal. That one, diagonal. This one, diagonal. Why the fuck are they all diagonal, not straight lines or some shit? Or like a corner, like a 90... No, well... See, if you do a 90 degree, it's just stupidly inefficient, so why the fuck would you do a 90? Forgot whether this one is supposed to actually do shit. I think it's doing what it's supposed to. I mean, we programmed this thing to do shit. Is it actually making, it doesn't matter. Let's fucking go do shit. Stop focusing on things that don't matter right now. We need to go check the fracking tower. Because that has the information I'm looking for. As to what I used in it to make it do shit. Because early on in the game, we couldn't power one of these fully. So if we wanted to power it fully and have it run constantly, it became a problem of hydraulic fracking tower, power saving upgrade. So that gives you consumption of minus 75%, and your process time will be plus 30%. But that's better than... So we're just going to need to make power saving upgrades. I assume it's gonna be stupid. I assume it's gonna be stupid. Because it's the only way it could be. We're gonna be missing something. The beautiful industry is so massive, it spans 1 kilometer. I think we have, like, literally spanned a kilometer with all of the shit we do. Alright, so we need to make a power saving upgrade. This upgrade is wonderful. So we're going to do that. Remember, you can use analog circuit boards, or you could do integrated ones. I'm probably going to go with integrated because I think I already have some integrated circuit boards somewhere. If not, I have what we need for integrated circuit boards somewhere. Plus, this shit should be, like, really just a walk in the park. We should have everything we need for this. Without a doubt. Would you add a mob expansion? I play HBM with Lycanites. That would just be boring for me. I'm not into that. I'm into doing tech, not into fighting things. I just do all the tech. So we're gonna head over and get some microchips. I need to extend that road still. I haven't gotten to it though. And I also need to figure out what's going on here, which is causing problems. I think there's something causing problems here. I figure there is probably something. We could go check on the, I'm gonna grab a second stack of those, honestly. These are valuable. I'm gonna check my setup here, see what's going on. Still pouring asbestos out of that one. Which makes a lot of sense. What is this guy up to? Nothing? Cool. He's clogged. Guy's doing nothing. I mean, the setup is stopped, so that's good. At least. Holy shit. Yeah, they're just playing catch up right now, I think. I think that's all it is. They're just playing catch up with all the rest of the shit that's left over. Oh, we don't even have a way of getting rid of the liquid hydrogen in this setup, too. That's good to keep in mind, so that way later on I can come fix it when it's a problem. Imagine the batteries were in that chest. There we go. Tearing one blemish off of the beautiful landscape at a time. This is the best view, though. The best view you get of the base. Maybe eventually I'll put in something there so you can have like a little glassed-in area to view the base from. Some like vanilla type shit. That'd be a cool idea. This is the stuff people don't like to see, though, for some reason. No, well, it makes sense, though. It makes sense. People don't want to see just some guy building when they're coming to go watch some guy who's building oil setups usually. So, like, they don't want to see me just go build. That's boring for them. So, I have to always be doing something interesting. Because otherwise, people will be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave. Gotta be captivating with what I'm doing. So, that is why I have to do that. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, okay. Do that. Cool. And the second that's done, I'm just gonna reduce this down so that there's no possibility it makes extra. Cool. Now the first one, vacuum tube's final one, is microchips. Alright, every one of those is going to require microchips. We're going to need to make some stuff for these. So this is made in the crafting table, which is cool, because I like to make shit in the crafting table. Good news is, I can make this in like 5 seconds, so that should get us to the point where stuff is finishing up in Zernox, but it might be taking a little bit longer at the Zernox. I'm just gonna be honest with you all. Zernox usually takes a little bit of time to process shit. So we need gold powder, which I figure we don't have that. I do have gold in my inventory. I also have gold crystals, which we haven't bothered with. We really have a lot of ore sitting around that we just need to start processing it, but we don't need to process it because it's not even shit we need, really. We don't even really need that shit. Okay, why the fuck? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This vacuum tube capacitor. Just get a vacuum tube real quick. And then after the vacuum tube, it needs gold powder. Shred some gold then. How much gold powder? 4 pieces, right? Ooh, nice. Perfect. Cool. Go over to here, drop that off, and drop that off. There's step 1. Step 2, for polymer. The power saving upgrade, obviously. So you're upgrading the upgrade to the next tier. We don't even have polymer left. We have polymer left. The real question is, do we have capacitors left? Because I don't make capacitors. I haven't made them at all in so long. Okay. We'll see about this shit. I need 16, and then I need 64 aluminum powder, so... We do have, like, a few ingots just laying around, but... we just gotta get aluminum processed, though. That's a problem. It's actually a problem, because I don't produce aluminum anywhere. If only we had a automatic capacitor setup. That would be pretty useful, wouldn't it? Pretty key to our success. Oh, we do have this shit. Why haven't I been using this shit? This shit's super valuable. This is literally 16 ingots for every piece that you have. Nice. Cool. That will probably help us out for quite a while. Apparently we weren't using that shit. We needed to be 16, right? Two stacks of wires and 2 stacks of these. That's the key to making this shit. Two stacks of capacitors. Perfect shit. Okay. So when we have that done, that goes to here. And when that's on there, we need to get... For polymer. Oh, nice. Oh, and this goes here. Cool, and this is what we stopped at when we first started off making these back in the day, was at that point. However, the next stage is so easy, I could probably just do it and be done with it. Like, quite literally just literally do it to be done. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a solvent, and then we're gonna make that next tier, because that shit's too easy, right? We do have this. We're gonna set everything to solvent, because I do have plentiful amounts of solvent now with every single petrochem setup we have. All of that is good shit. We just need rubber, and we're off to the races. Well, we'll see if we have any rubber even produced. I don't think we do. Gonna be honest with you all. This place is where does it get chlorine gas? Where does this get chlorine gas at? That's a question. That's a question right now. Yeah, it gets chlorine gas from somewhere. I shouldn't question these things. Well, we do have zinc in here, so we can take that up and get this shit out of there. Cause it's clogged. Okay, it's clogged. So put this through here. Actually, rubber. Cool. Get rid of all that chlorine gas. Just start making rubber again, please. I need that shit now. What we could do is take the unsaturated hydrocarbons and turn them into rubber. If that's my problem over here. But we could just check in on it and see how it's doing. If it's got chlorine, and if... Oh, it is doing good. Cool. It's unfucked itself, pretty much. Nice. That's good. Good to see. How much BTX is it? It's still pretty fucked. I'm gonna be honest. It's no bueno. It's all messed up still. Too much BTX in the setup. How is this guy doing? He's producing stuff? Yeah. I'd hope he's producing stuff. Oh, here's the, what we need, by the way, is these. Solvent. How the fuck? Okay. This is a question of, do I have solvent? I think I have solvent in a tank over here already. I think this is solvent. Yes. So we take that solvent, put it over into here. Into here. Nice. We just need rubber now, which we have producing inside of the chem plant. Petrochemistry. Petroleum. What the fuck? Only 12? This shit should be more abundant. I figure what's going on is that the setup is just not... I figure it's just stopped somewhere. We need to get that shit rolling. I don't have time to be like, oh, I need rubber, and then all of a sudden we have no rubber. We have to figure out what's going on here. Get to the bottom of this shit. See what's going on. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are not being produced right now. This is the problem. Yeah, it's at 487. Do you have unsaturated hydrocarbons? You don't. Why don't you have unsaturated hydrocarbons? Petroleum gas, unsaturated hydrocarbons, formant gas. This guy must be shut off. Yeah, that's the problem. He's shut off. Is there enough of this that I need to have this start running? Well, we should see is that this part has enough power, or we could just override the setup so it takes that and yeah, we'll override it. We'll just override. Do a override. Just flip that switch. Get that petroleum gas rolling. What's the problem with that? Do we have bitumen as well? I could use a little bitumen. Could use a little bitumen. I'm assuming the problem is just that it can't keep up with the flow. Yeah. Well, it's doing okay. It's doing its best. It's doing fine. It's doing fine, guys. Get rid of that kerosene right there. Getting my processing all the way to the top. We're sending unsaturated hydrocarbons. Yes, good. I've solved our problems. So now we're actually producing rubber. Cool, I'll have to undo that override in a bit once it's out of kerosene. Apparently we produce so much kerosene there, it's unbelievable. Because we have like almost 1 BAT full. So that's good. When we have that BAT full, it'll be quite nice. That'll be good for the space program. How is Purex doing? Purex should be getting a little bit technetium at this time. Right, we should be getting close to burning out those rods. Ah, that's still halfway. Cool. That's good news. That means that all I have to do is wait. I also have to take a shit. So, I mean, that's kind of good timing for me. Bad timing for you guys, though. Where can I put this? Which box does it go in? Which of these boxes is the one that has all my meteor shit? Because I know there's one. It's in the middle here. Nope. There it is. Right there. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, it's time to get started. Again. Because we stopped for 2 seconds. 2 seconds we were stopped. Let's figure shit out and do shit. We should have all of our rubber being produced, right? Good news on the rubber, it's finished, right? Awesome. It's damn near finished. Perfect, though. We need that rubber quite badly, apparently. Not sure why we haven't been producing rubber, but now we've solved that problem. We had to figure out why. Okay, these statements do not work. Put all that shit in there. And with the new thingy, which we just made, we're gonna take this. We're gonna put this in a setup, since it's a tier 3 power saving upgrade. Deliver this to my machinery. So that way I can save power, because I'm not trying to expend energy for no reason, so. I wonder if we could just put this in everything. See what we can put it in and start saving energy in every single thing. That might be a smart idea, I'm gonna be honest with you all. But I wouldn't know such things. How much do you have in this? Cool. All of these meteors. Just fucking being turbo annoying and shit. Stop! Okay. So we're waiting on that. We finished the power saving upgrade. We need to work on soyas. So what do we need for soyas? Perfluoromethyl was the thing I was rambling about in one of my episodes. I'm not sure. Perfluoromethyl is a petroleum product. Perfluoromethyl is made with unsaturated hydrocarbons, petroleum gas, and fluoride. And you need how much of this for one of those? About, oh, okay. Cold perfluoromethyl. Okay, you just need regular perfluoromethyl, and that's arguably, it's not hard to get this shit, apparently. Where is a setup where we have petroleum gas produced, but we do not dispose of it in any quantities? I mean, guessing I'm guessing this setup probably does that. This apparently has aromatic hydrocarbons built up. So if we set up another chem plant, we could definitely start the production of perfluoromethyl immediately. That is something we need to do vitally. Or we could build a dedicated perfluoromethyl setup, as per my usual methodology of, let's go do this shit and spend all our resources because I'm smart. Which is actually the wrong answer to the problem. Because now we've expended all of our technetium steel and shit. All of our technetium is gone. All of our resources are gone. This is a sad moment, guys, but it's okay. We have plenty of time to fix it. And we should have polonium-210 being produced as well. That is something that I keep forgetting about, is the polonium-210 production. Because it needs to be produced. It should be being produced. It's just that. Oh, also we have to do the FEL. Okay. We can figure all this shit out today. Or we can't. It's all cool. It's all in what we put in to get this shit done. If I'm being honest, I don't want to try to put this here. It's gonna extend, isn't it? Is this a oh, that's a petroleum gas line if I've ever seen one. Give me that shit. Okay, thank goodness I've used iron, and that's a smart setup right there. Smart setup. We're gonna set this up here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna set this to perfluoromethyl. Perfluoromethyl is in some of these somewhere. Nice. And then we're going to go ahead and set this to petroleum gas. I always thought this would be a little harder. Like, it's only really worth it if it's a late game product, right? Like, you shouldn't really do a dedicated oil setup just to... Oh, what the fuck did I just fuck with this shit? Yeah, well, you shouldn't really do a dedicated oil setup just for the sake of that. You should have at least some kind of the words are not in my brain right now, and I'm trying to say something. So when you do a setup for oil, right? You shouldn't just dedicate it to, like, oh, let's make Bakelite here. Right? Because then you're gonna... Bakelite's not expensive. You can produce that alongside other shit. Hard plastic is that expensive. Hard plastic is valuable. Hard plastic has a lot of value. So it makes sense to do that. Although, you could do aromatic hydrocarbons. Or, no. You could do a dedicated polymer setup or Bakelite setup. You could do that. I'm not here to stop you. I'm just here to tell you that it's probably fucking stupid. Why would you do it? Alright, so now we have this set up, which should be getting petroleum gas. Why the fuck is it not getting petroleum gas? I believe we're out of aromatic hydrocarbons, so it's just relying on, yes, whatever bullshit goes on at the start point. And the heavy oil's clogged. Ugh, fuck that shit. I need more petroleum gas, so hurry, hurry. Oh. Hold on, I found the problem. And this is gonna be bitumen. Cool. I can now switch this and it will effectively work. Yes. What the fuck's the problem? You should be sending your bitumen to the thing. Is bitumen gone? Oh yeah, now it is. Wait, apparently it wants to play stupid games where it's like, oh, how much bitumen do I have? Apparently it doesn't want to work this way. Okay. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. See how it's gonna do that shit. It's going to have to go into this thing. This thing's clogged with crude oil is the reason it's clogged. What the fuck? It's clogged itself with crude oil. Okay, there's a problem with this setup somewhere. And I think this is possessed with some kind of crude oil demons or some shit. Because it's reprocessing this. Then it sets the crude oil. This is a problem. See, it's running and it's filling itself with crude oil. So it's not able to actually run because there's so much crude oil built up that it's clogged itself. And I think everybody can understand that. Because I already kind of explained it before I even explained it. So, that's the problem. It's okay. I'm not gonna even try to fix this shit. We're just gonna wait for it to figure itself out. Should be able to do that eventually, right? Unless we could figure out some way of storing that bitumen. Because that bitumen is the problem. So if we can get that bitumen stored, that's the solution. So, how do I get this bitumen stored, right? Is this connected? Yes, it is. Should be connected, so... What's the problem? What's the holdup? This is bitumen, this is bitumen. Yeah, it's sending bitumen. Should be sending bitumen. Now you don't want to send bitumen. What the fuck is the problem? It literally is set to orange. He should receive the bitumen. Do I need to set him to green or something? What the fuck is this shit? Okay, he's got to be set to green to receive bitumen. So we can send and receive bitumen to this shit. Okay then. Well, that's fun. Because I don't want him sending bitumen back. I just want him taking the bitumen. So... is that gonna work? Because the second he sends bitumen, that's what causes the whole, oh, there's too much bitumen in this shit. Which clogs the entire chain. I mean, it seems to have figured itself out. This shit's still not working, though. Maybe we need more places to process crude oil. Or to cut off the crude oil supply. If we cut off the crude oil supply, that'd work. Because then it needs to use bitumen to keep up with that. Oh wait, it's blue. Do blue. Okay, that's why it wasn't working. Okay, I figured it out. It needs to be on blue to take bitumen, because I'm an idiot, and thought it needed to be on a different color, orange, which is the output setting. So now we have the input setting, which will keep it running bitumen forever. Okay, so we've solved the problem that I'm invented myself. That is a great, great thing. Thank goodness. So we have to keep in mind that anytime I connect that from now on, to keep it on the orange setting, or blue setting whenever it's connected, fucking the orange setting will dump all of it into the cracking tower, which causes it to clog. And let's get that perfluoromethyl. This should be the first of many steps in producing dumb circuitry bullshit that I don't want to make for a space rocket that probably isn't going to exist. I will admit I have produced the most impressive industry of all time. I think tomorrow we can do the Silex. That can be a tomorrow project for sure. As far as everything else goes, we definitely need to... we should be good. Yeah, tomorrow we can do the Silex, since we need that shit. That will also get us a bit of polonium-210, so that's why it's important. Our rubber production is through the roof, so that is good. Compared to what it was before, it was in the ground. It was in China. It was not being produced at all, apparently, which is kind of disappointing. But we have caught up on our rubber and polymer production, so we're pretty good now. And I should be looking for... Yeah, we should be good. Awesome shit. Nice. We are actually doing pretty good. Perfluoromethyl is good. Hydrogen peroxide's clogged, apparently. It's cool. We're fine. I'm fine with that. It's okay. We don't need anything other than the hydrogen peroxide for the rocket. We need hydrogen peroxide and kerosene. We produce both here in stable quantities, apparently. That's doing good. And perfluoromethyl, we're topped off on. So when you use this stuff, this goes to the thing, and you're gonna make mainframes. What? This thing, right? Perfluoromethyl control unit, and oh shit, tantalum capacitors. This shit's expensive, but that's for the Soyuz. Soyuz rocket needs 4 of these, which cost 16 tantalum capacitors. So I guess the next step is tantalum, if we don't already have that being produced. Let's go ahead and take a look. So what is holding us up on tantalum? It's natural gas, apparently. Okay. I see about that. We can put in more of that. Okay, so for natural gas, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a barrel from here. We're going to put this into the line for the natural gas from our secondary setup, so that we may take natural gas and put it into the setup over there. And we should have liquid hydrogen. Oh, dang it. Take the pipe. When in doubt, take the pipe. And then natural gas. Actually, I have a better source of natural gas, if I'm being honest. I know exactly where we can get a copious quantity of natural gas at, so... See, over at Soyjack Industries, I left the oil there, and it should still have, like, a few gallons of natural gas. A few thousand gallons of natural gas. And then we have, we're on our way to Soyuz rocket from there. That'll be pretty good. Gallons of natural gas. Where is my natural... Where the fuck is my natural gas? It's downstairs, probably. I figured it's in here somewhere. Oh, wonderful. It's got like a little bit of natural gas in there. That's pretty good. It's out of oil. That's perfect, actually. Let's go ahead and get this shit out of here. Okay. Well, with all this natural gas, I can do shit. Can put this in, and we'll have like a few pieces of tantalum. We probably already have some tantalum if it didn't go to the moon already. I don't know what we have done with tantalum, but we need 64 of these. That is a fact. 64 of those are necessary to assemble the next thing, which are going to be those tantalum capacitors, which are incredibly annoying to make. So we'll get into those in a second. Yeah, we have no tantalum. I would assume we have at least some tantalum ingots, but nope. No tantalum. This is expected. This is expected. I do see purified tantalite though. That's if we can get this stuff processed, that'd be nice. This is not 64. So it looks like we're gonna need a lot more natural gas. We could go to the moon to get more natural gas, but yeah, I believe each of these gives you 2. We'll go ahead and take a look. Or this may just give us enough for the... This may give us enough. Oh, that's actually enough. As long as each capacitor only needs... Okay, did you know you can double... Yeah, I already knew about that. Perfect. Okay, so we do have enough. I was like, we don't have enough. I thought they made nuggets of this shit. I was worried for a second there, but no, I'm not. Because now I know that I can just take 7 of these and make enough. Cool. And what does it need as far as cables go? If it needs anything... Oh, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay, that's easy too. Yeah, we can make those, no problem. That's not hard. How many does it need? 256? 32. I was thinking it needed 256. Holy shit, I'd be like, what the fuck? No. Not 256 of those, please. I mean, the whole point of me doing this is just to tell HBM I did it, and it's too easy. So that way he can fix it and make it harder for everybody else. Because once I have one, I don't need more. Theoretically. I'd probably want more, though. I'd probably make more. It's definitely expensive, that's for sure. It's probably the most expensive machine we've ever looked at. Go ahead and make this, put this together, and... tantalum nuggets, right? Should have 2 stacks of those. Perfect. There's the first step of the stupid control units that are made on the soldering station with perfluoromethyl, but now we have 64, so that should make our 4 control units. Next step is going to be those capacitors. Each one requires twice as many capacitors. So those, we also need to remove that from there. 32, holy shit, speed upgrades. 32 microchips. Got it. Capacitors, not hard. We can save the rest of that shit for tomorrow, though. I mean, we're making good progress on that. See if we got any technetium going. Once we have technetium, then we need, well, technetium, then we need to get our nuclear industry so we can produce U-238, uranium-230, or, no, plutonium-238, Pu-238. Should be the next task. Once we have that technetium done. Okay, well, we're making good progress on both the batteries and the Soyuz rocket. But I think that's all I have time for today. So I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. Goodbye.